today. I'm really happy, really, because it's been a long time since I haven't done any live in English, so it was just, yeah, I miss you guys, so I'm really happy to be able to do this live regarding crystals against the energy vampirisation. So, I don't know if you know about the energy vampirisation, because it's kind of like no one talks about it, or just few people talk about it, and it's very important to get to acknowledge it so that you would avoid a lot of negative emotions, unnecessary negative emotions, unnecessary conflicts, etc. So basically, we are human beings, which body is surrounded by energetic body. So its energetic body includes our emotions, plus our thoughts, and plus, everything that is from the spiritual level, like our past lives, etc. So what happens is that when we are in connection with other people, we kind of exchange our energies, and we give the other person a part of our energy, and she gives it back to us. But with energy vampires, they are people who have lost track of their own energy, so they don't know how to use it. So what happens is that in general, they kind of contain your own energy. So they find themselves very low on energy, so they kind of absorb your own energy. And you, without noticing it, you feel that you are really becoming low in energy, or they pass on you some of their emotions or some of their thoughts, like kind of manipulative way of making you believe in some stuff, or think, or still have some emotions. So what happens in general is that a person which is an energy vampire, when this person comes close to you, you can really feel that you lose your energy, that you are drained, that you are tired, and that sometimes you become very overwhelmed, like the problems that the person used to have and she was telling you about, they have become yours now, or you become having a migraine, or it hurts you a little bit in your body. So you have picked some of her emotions or thoughts, and you can't get rid of it because, first of all, you are not aware of it. Hi, Jean, how are you? Yeah, so what happens is that we all have experienced it, unfortunately, but like very few people know the term of it and know how to manage it, how to clear it. And I was reading a book lately regarding this energy vampirization, and it was telling a story that maybe a lot of people can relate to, like when a person was in a dance floor, and then it was late morning, and there were people that were nearby dancing, but the people that were just sitting were very drowsy, like very few of energy. But what they don't know is that the person that is dancing with her energies is feeding on them. So they are drowsy because this person is picking their energy. So at a certain time there is no more resistance, so they don't get it. But believe me that if you stop giving that energy back and you make it conscious, then the other person is gonna stop suddenly from dancing because she's gonna feel drowsy, just like you. So there are these anecdotes like that, and what happens is that you can protect your own energy, and you can begin feeling when you are becoming vampirized. This is the most important thing to know, is that for the vampirization there are two things. First one, which is very important, is to know how to anticipate the vampirization and to protect your energetic field. The second one is, meanwhile you are vampirized, or after that, you'd better get that energy out of you in order not to be submerged by it. Because I don't know if you have noticed it. Maybe then you might. I hope that I pronounce it correctly. So what happens is that most of the time, when you are finished with that person, her thoughts might be popping up again in your mind, like after a conflict. Like these thoughts don't go away, and sometimes you just notice that these are not yours, but you have been a little bit vampirized by those thoughts, and the fact that you know that you can get rid of all those negative emotions is very important. Because if not, they affect you, and then after that, you affect other people by being, moody or negative. And sometimes you kind of get something like, I know that these emotions are not mine. This is not me. I wouldn't behave like this. But here you are, behaving just the way that you are. Or like being upset or whatever for something that is just small. But you have been so vampirized that you don't master anymore those emotions, because you have absorbed, and then you become the energy vampire yourself to other people. And this is the main block that you can face. Other thing that happens with the vampirization is that you can not acknowledge when to stop the communication with the other person. Like you want to please, you don't want to say no, you don't want to feel, guilty. Deanne, okay, yeah, I had this, and I had my intuition that told me that it was Deanne, but yeah, thank you, Deanne, for correcting me. So. Yeah. So the thing regarding this is really that you should really acknowledge your feelings. This is what you are saying, Diane, and that's very important. And I invite everyone that is here to participate in this conversation, because it's very important. Before I tackle all this section, hi Jerry Jess. So before I begin acknowledging, the part of the crystals, that you would first know when you are vampirized. There was an amazing TV show that aired a few years ago, and that is available in YouTube, which I really like. Just that part about energy vampire. I should really remember the name of it. So basically there was just like an open space, and there was this guy who was an energy vampire, and whenever he passed by his colleagues, they were drowsy, they weren't feeling good, and roommates in his house, and whenever they were wanting to do a gathering, they made sure that he wasn't aware of it, because if not, he would be like drowsing the people and letting them of their energy. And then he got to meet that other energy vampire, but another kind of energy vampire, that she was the victim mode, all the time telling people about her being a victim in the office, and whenever people were avoiding her at a certain time, and he was aware of her power of vampirizing other people, and he learned, they went out together, and he knew, when she was about to pick his energy. So it was pretty interesting to see this exchange of energy vampirization around, because what happens is that we used to talk about Dracula, but we are all kind of energy Draculas. We don't need blood. This is just energy blood that's being vaporized, and it's very dangerous to our energies. Why? Because You have a full course on Insight Timer, the section courses on energy vampires that I put a few months ago regarding this, where your immune system sometimes gets really low because you have given so much to other people that the energy doesn't enter anymore, and then you can or become sick, or you can become an energy vampire yourself without noticing it, and having people around you ignoring you or not responding to your calls. So it's very important